We are at 4237 Sunset Avenue. We have found the first clean out just outside the door on the west side of the home, just adjacent to the kitchen. We've gone in, checked the drains in the basement where they lead to. This is the first out of the house. We've turned on the water at the kitchen sink. We see it's running. There is the clean out here just to the north side of that door, and then about 15 feet down towards the street, we see a second clean out that has been just outside where the gas meter sets. And then another 21 feet or so from that, there's a third clean out. So I'm not sure why we have so many clean outs, but I would say there has been work on this sewer line at some point, and they added these clean outs for access. So we're going to start here at this first clean out. Once I get to the sewer line down at the bottom, I will reset the meter. It looks like it's PVC at this point. We'll see if it continues and go from there. We are PVC, and we're getting into a couple junctions. It's taking us down deeper here after the clean out, so we'll get by this first little junction, see if we can get the camera to level out. There we go. Okay, we're going down the line. It is still PVC, appears to be. You can see the water flowing, which is typical. That's from running. The camera is about a 2-inch camera, so if we're getting water, higher than the camera, we know we're got a belly or something. But so far, we're looking like we're running okay. I'll try to keep the lens clean here. We estimate that the second clean out is about 15 feet up, so we're PVC to this point, so we should be coming close to that here in the next couple feet. Okay, we're taking another drop down, so I would say this lowering is right where that, I'm not seeing where that comes in, but I would say we're right at the point of that next clean out where we drop down. We're getting a lot of water running by. Okay, it was a drop in the line at 15 feet. So now we're going to go on out. It'll probably be somewhere around the 26-foot range. Okay, here's a clean out. You can see the daylight. It appears as though they've put these clean outs where we have a elevation change in the line. Everything's looking good and clean so far. You see the water running at the bottom. There's a joint, very common. This has all been replaced with PVC. This would not be original to the house for the age of the home. So we should be, we're about 40 feet out. coming to another little turn. I'm going to back up and look at that again. There's a junction there at 43 feet out. It looks like it's got a rubber boot or something on it at that point. This must be about the area where that other clean out was, but we still remain PVC. This PVC looks very clean. We're at now we're getting ready to go to a clay tile at 64 feet. I'm going to pause this, walk off to the street, see if that's about where we're going to join into the street. So I'm going to pause for a second. I'll be right back. So yes, we are at the sidewalk area. So the sewer line runs down the middle of the street. So see if we can jump over this little. So now we're into clay tile, but we're into the right-of-way with the going in under the street. Here's our first joint around that tree in between the sidewalk and the street. You can see some roots coming in. Water still flowing, roots coming in from the top. This would be an area to watch if we had to do any kind of a clean out later on. So with the clay tile, we're going to run into joints about every 4 feet. We're jump over another little joint there. There we go. And here was another joint with roots starting to grow in. It appears that it's flowing now fine, but as the roots continue to look for water, they're going to continue to grow in this area. We're going to be getting pretty close here to dropping into the main. There's another joint with some root area. Another joint, and you can see quite a bit of root area. This is, starting to look like areas that's going to be problematic in the near future. Very typical for clay tile at the joints. Looks like everything from the house out to the street has been replaced. This is the joints from the street to the main. A lot of roots here again. And looks like that's where we're going to drop into the main here. So yeah, we're dropping down into the main. So we're going to back out at this point because we don't want to get our camera stuck. So we're going to recommend that this line be cleaned from the this furthest clean out on out to the street. You're talking probably somewhere in the 25-30 foot space, that just to clean these roots out to make sure you don't have problems in the future. It appears to be running okay now, but with time, another spring growth season, this could become problematic. So we're going to stop our tape now and load it up for you.